Concola. I rise to speak to support this amendment as well. Minister, it appears that we're talking to the wall, because we talked again last week and Deputy
McGrath, but anyway.
I don't know what you're saying. No, we're not listening, but he's muttering something there. I know you're not listening, but if you're going to say something, you should say it. I can hear you.
I am listening, Deputy McGrath. You said you rose to speak to support the amendments. We're speaking to government amendments at the moment.
Some less scale, and you're quite sharp on that. But late in the debate, I'm speaking as I did last week, but it's on Amendment 74, which I totally am opposed to, because you are just trying to slipcharge your way out of this. As I said last week, from the very start, the bill, people can't understand you, that you just won't listen to anybody, and whether you've been captured completely and utterly by the officials or by somebody, just even in Wexford, the racing fraternity tell me you won't meet him, and they can't meet you, even though your dad is still alive and well, thank God, and I was here with him. He'd meet people and has met him, and he can't even get through to you that this must be tweaked, that you can't have an overkill. And that's what that held me back on it, because I asked the people that contacted me from Wexford, go and talk to John, the former deputy. He talked and he at a start freshman, and that's what they came back to me with. So I don't know how you can, or what this government, like you're a cobbled together three-party government with some independents supporting you, and you're stubborn and obstinate. The only last thing I saw with this was Minister Ross. And the road traffic bill, he wouldn't listen to anybody, listen to any reason. So there's two islands there, and all the islands, all of Ireland is affected by gambling, a serious gambling, and we understand that, and that has to be dealt with. But as I said, we have a massive tin industry, the bloodstock industry, in Tipperary, and indeed in Kildare, many parts of the country, all over the country. But Tipperary, we're very proud of it, and they're very concerned. I've been talking to people down there. Wonderful trainers, Coolmore and many more, Mouse Morris, dozens of them. And indeed smaller trainers as well, and Brian Atchison, and people who are putting their life into this industry and creating thousands of jobs and thousands of opportunities, but also some fun. And goodness knows we need fun in our life. And we need a flutter every now and then. And because you become a killjoy government, and I said to you last week, and the people that work on the tracks, and the people that service the tracks, and the suppliers that supply the food outlets, the whole lot of the sand, the drainage, the maintenance, the fencing, everything else, it's a huge industry. And you have to be careful when you're trying to make an omelette. You have to break an egg, I know, but you can't do it without doing that. But you don't need a sledge to crack a chestnut. And that's what you used here with this massive wide sweep. And as far as the clubs are concerned, and Dúirt Mé Sin, Seachtain and Chocata, the clubs are the lifeblood of so many communities. Whether it be here in Ballymun, or whether it be down in Costa Nua, Cumbernauld Scale, or indeed Kilfeakles Fit the Bucket, or indeed St. Michael's and Tipperary Town, or Clonmel Town Soccer, Carrickrovers, they're all over the place, up as far as Newport and Tipperary. Clubs, Cashel Cormac's, they're everywhere. And they almost all of them have a fundraiser, and a small fundraiser, whether it's Fit the Bucket or whether it's the Lotto. And last Monday night, I was glad to get a WhatsApp there. Margaret and I have 10 grandchildren, and two of the youngest of them, Cathal and Clodagh, won €100 in the Newcastle GA Lotto. I'm sure their dad and mum put him into it. It's excitement abroad, little things like that. And €100 even to an adult is nice to win when you're supporting the club. Always nice to have some hope of winning, but they have to do that to keep going, because there are all them clubs I mentioned are continually looking for sports capital funding to assist them. Many have got great support, but they always have to have matching funding. That's only for the drawdown the grants. But then to run a club, got to be good to the late Elsie Cullen and many others, and like Elsie all over the country, who washed the jerseys and washed them and had them up and what state they can had them ready for the next match again. But those kind of volunteers, they're still there, but not as many, and not as frequent, and not as dedicated. There are many great volunteers, but times have changed and evolved with the washing now. From which to be hand washing one time, there's all kinds of machines and super machines you bring the washing to get done. But look, we can't kill the spirit of the Irish, and you're desperately in this government trying to kill the spirit of the Gael. The spirit of the Kickham, CG Kickham, Monaghan, and the great club they have. And they have their fundraising raffle as well. And you're here putting limits on it, and you're putting stop them advertising, and God knows what. And I think someone said it earlier, now what kind of a set you've got against the people that have elected you, the Irish people? Because mainly the people that are in those clubs and volunteerism and activities, and there are many clubs from dancing, Irish dancing to you name it, karate and taekwondo, you name it. They're just throwing them there. But they're the same people that set up clubs and run clubs. They're now the same people who vote. Because they're activists and active in the community, and they vote, and they will vote, and they're participants. So they'll be waiting for you. The grass isn't very long on the GA pitches. Indeed, we're not much good at cutting it this year either, Tipperary hurlers, unfortunately, but we'll come again, Big Loyla in Puerrock. But they'll be waiting for you, and around the corners, because you just have got a set against the Irish people, a set against them. And you won't kill the spirit of the Gael. You won't kill them. You might get away with your legislation. And the sad part about it is oppositions and all will say they've changed this, but laws that are passed here are very seldom if ever rescinded. Very seldom if ever. In my time here, I have seen none of them. Rescinded. So this is the thing about it. And think of the damage you're doing, and the damage you're doing to the clubs, and the damage you're doing to people's enthusiasm for being a volunteer, and volunteerism, and schools as well have to have lottos to keep the schools funded. It's not only the clubs, the social clubs as well. They're just great work, daycare centres, you name it. They're all there, and they all want for the good of the people, and they're of the people, by the people, for the people. But you're against the people, and not for the people, and that's where you're gone. You can shake your hand all you like, and the people from Wexford that contact me will tell me you won't even give them the dignity of a meeting. To be lobbied. But the NGOs can get in and meet you all. And they're writing the text for you. And I met another group today, the Game Council of Ireland, and they can't get a meeting with your junior minister, your colleague, doesn't live that far away from you. And NGOs can meet him morning, noon and night. So, very unfair, the way you're treating the people. I'd say make hay slowly here and think of the people. Because they'll think of you.